Okay, counting my atoms, I have 2 of these V's and 5 O's on my reactant side, so times 2 and times 5 for my oxygen, and for my the other 2 elements, 1 of each in the hydrochloric acid molecule, so that's times 1 for the hydrogen and the chlorine. On my product side, I've got 1 of these V's, so I'll write that down, 1, and I'm going to skip the oxygen for the moment. I'm going to count the chlorines next, and I'll come back to the oxygen. So there's 3 chlorines there, and while I'm here I'll count the hydrogens as well, so there's 2 there. So 3 chlorines and 2 hydrogens, so times 3 and times 2. Now, I need to be very careful with the oxygen in this question because I have some oxygen here, plus I also have another oxygen over here. So I've got in total 1 oxygen in my water molecule and 1 oxygen in my other molecule here. So that's 2 in total. So I need to be very careful to make sure I don't miss any oxygen for this question. Okay, let's start by trying to balance. Let's have a go at the chlorine first of all. Okay, so we've got 1 here, 3 here. I can fix this one by putting a 3 up here because that will be 3 times 1. So let's do that. So 3 in there. That changes this to a 3 and this to a 3. Okay, now I fixed my chlorine, but look what I've done to my hydrogen. I've got 3 and 2. So remember, when I've got 3's and 2's, I generally have to turn them into 6's. Okay, so if I want the hydrogen to be a 6, that means actually I'm going to have to cross out this number up here and change this one to a 6. So I'm going to rub that one out. I'm going to remove that 3, and I'm going to change that to a 6 instead. And I'm also going to fix up some of these as well. Okay, so now with my 6 up here, these 2 numbers will both be 6's. Okay, so 6 and 6. Okay, and now I'm going to try and match them over here. So I need to turn this 3 into a 6, and I need to turn this 2 into a 6. Okay, for my 3, that's pretty easy. If I put a 2 in front of my molecule up there, so that's going to end up as 2 times 3 for the chlorine, and that will change my chlorine down here to a 6. And for my hydrogen's over here, and I've got 2 in that molecule, so if I had 3 of those molecules, then, so put a 3 there, then that would give me 6 hydrogens in total. Okay, so my hydrogen and my chlorine are now fixed. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to check the oxygen. Okay, so I've got 2 here and 5 here. Now for my oxygen, remember I have to count some here and some here. So in this molecule that's 1, but I've got 2 molecules, so that's 2 in total, 2 times 1. And in this molecule over here I have 1 times 3, so that's going to be 2 times 1 is 2, plus another 3 times 1, so that's plus another 3, so 2 plus 3 gives me 5. Okay, so that's actually good because I have got the right amount of oxygen, and I'm just going to check to see if my V numbers are still correct. So I've got a 2 here, from the 2 here, and over here I actually put a 2 in front of this molecule a moment ago, which changed the V to a 2 already. So I'm actually finished.